Q103, Albany's rock station. We are joined this afternoon by some local boys, actually, called Frozen Sun. Welcome, gentlemen, to the Q Studios.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, thanks for having us.
Ooh, you want to do a little intro? Let us know who you are.
I'm Jackson Tylerton. I'm the lead singer of Frozen Sun.
I'm Nick Stamus, and I'm one of the 2 guitar players.
Awesome. So, you guys, give us a little insight about your band. Like, how did you guys come together? How did you become to be a thing?
Well, some of our members went to high school together, and then as we decided to get the project more and more serious, we found some players that we met through college, and so really school, I guess, we all got together.
Oh, that's fun. So what kind of music influences you guys?
I mean, we love rock and metal. It's always been our passionate, genre.
Oh, well, how convenient, because we love rock and metal too.
Oh, yeah.
So what would you, is that what you guys would classify your band as? Do you feel like you fit into any sort of niche, or you just kind of, do what you want?
I would say we were like a nice, like a groovin' hard rock band.
Yeah,
is what I would call it.
We groove, we liked classic rock, we like the influences that started that we started young on, but we also like the newer metal bands, and so we like to try and fuse old and new metal with classic rock and metal, from that we all grew up on.
Absolutely, yeah. Right? So you guys have been working together for a little while, though, right? You already have a EP or a whole album out?
Yeah, we have a whole entire first album out, self-titled Frozen Sun.
Self-titled first album, and you're gearing up for the release of a brand new record, right?
Yes, we are. Super excited.
Which is why you guys are here today. We're excited to hear about this. So tell us a little bit about the new album.
The new album is called Sea of Madness. We're releasing it on November 3rd, this Friday. We're going to have a show at Jupiter Hall. The new album, we definitely wanted to experiment more with our sound, mix in some different bands and genres and influences that we liked. Our first album was, I think, more Black Sabbath-y, definitely more classic metal, and it mixes in elements from bands like Alter Bridge and like Clutch that we really like, and Rage Against the Machine too.
Ooh.
I think with the second record, going into it, just from having experience making the first one, the second one we knew more about what we wanted as far as our sound goes and how we wanted it to sound and the style, and so it was like super exciting to go into it because I feel like we've further found our sound, which is Frozen Sun.
That's awesome. So you guys are going to share a couple of tracks with us. Tell me a little bit about the first single you're going to share with us today.
So the first song is called Robot Banshee. It's the first song that we wrote and started this whole second album. We wrote it while we were finishing the first one. It's one of my favorite tunes. It's got it all, I think, because you can dance to it, but it's also got that heaviness that metalheads look for and that we try to hit, but while also being able to, dance and get jiggy with it, I guess.
Right? Was there a video of some sort on your Facebook page? Was you guys practicing, or what were you guys doing?
Yeah, we were practicing on it, and we get the stank face on when we start playing it.
That's the best when you get into the song.
Yeah.
Well, if you will allow us, we'd love to share the song with everybody, the masses, as of right now. So here you go. Give it a listen. Robot Banshee from Frozen Sun.
Well, all right. Come on. Robot Banshee, siren of the overloads, stalking the earth until the morning comes.
Frozen Sun live in the Q studios today. You just heard Robot Banshee, which is the first single off of their new album that is going to be coming out on Friday. They're having a debut party, a whole show that's going to be happening at Jupiter Hall, which is inside Lucky Strike Social, which is inside the Crossgates Mall. Man, that is a mouthful every time.
Yeah.
The new record is called Sea of Madness, and we'd love to have you guys out there to join us. So we're talking a little bit about the new album with the guys here. So tell us how the creative process got going with all of you guys on the new record.
Well, we all kind of, like the last album, it's a collective thing. One person starts with a riff, and then it starts with, oh, well, I have this idea for a melody. Our drummer, Tyler, goes, hey, what about these nasty little fills I can do in here? And we all just kind of bring our own puzzle pieces to each song, and it's all definitely a collective effort.
That's kind of awesome, because I know that there's some bands that have like one writer who kind of does it all. There's like somebody who just does the music, and then somebody who does the lyrics. But you guys putting it all together piece by piece is actually way cooler, I think.
Yeah, us collectively as a group, you can definitely hear our individual influences in our songs, and I think that's really what makes our Frozen Sun sound the way it does.
Right, I agree.
That's amazing. Nick and I were talking a little bit earlier while we were waiting for Jackson to show up, and I was like, did you know that there's another band out there called Frozen Sun?
Yes, we heard about this the first time when we first started getting into the group, or getting the group going. There's a group that I think they're Norwegian or Swedish, and they put out an album or an EP in the 90s, and I guess they're not a band anymore, so we decided to. It wasn't going to be an issue.
Well, it wasn't really. Yeah. I was when I was like looking you guys up, and you guys first sent me an email. I saw their video. I was like, "What is this?" No, that was not you.
No.
So, we're really excited to have a Frozen Sun from Albany,
yes,
New York, in the studio today, and they are getting ready to release a brand new record. So, tell me a little bit about the second single you're going to share with us today.
The second single is called Undertow. It's one of those like super relatable songs, I feel like. I think it just has a really good vibe to it. It's got a really like thunderous metal feel. It's definitely one of my favorites on the new record for sure.
Is it like a little heavy?
Definitely heavy.
But also some singable, melodies as well.
Songs about how the world's a scary place, but you just gotta keep your eyes open and make your own, find your own truths.
Oh, no doubt, man. I can't even watch the TV. The world is so scary. I'm like, I'm over it. I just want to sit here and listen to tunes all day.
Yeah.
So I am glad you guys are here with some new music for us. So we are going to give a listen to that one right now. Ooh. by Frozen Sun on Q103, Albany's rock station. Jackson and Nick from the band are here with us live in the studio today. These guys are putting out a brand new album called Sea of Madness, which will be available on Friday. And you can totally pick it up at their CD release party, which is happening at Jupiter Hall inside Lucky Strike Social in Albany, which is at the Crossgates Mall. So you guys got a show coming up. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect from your live performance. I know Nick was saying you guys were supposed to have a show over the weekend and some stuff went down.
Yeah. I go to the College of St. Rose, and there's a great indie DIY scene around there. We're gonna play a Halloween party, but the police decided to shut down the show early, and
right before we went on.
Right before we went on, yeah. So Friday, we're really excited to actually be able to lay it all down. We're gonna be playing our entire new album plus some other goodies from our first album, and our good friends Bad Mothers are gonna be playing that night as well.
Ooh, we love that. We've had Bad Mothers here in the studios before. Is that you guys know them from school?
Guys.
Yeah, so I actually met them going to school at St. Rose. We're all music industry majors.
Are they? They're the ones on the indie record label, the Rose label, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys on that too, or you guys do your stuff yourself?
This record we're definitely doing it ourselves, but who knows? Maybe sometime down the road.
You're open to the option.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. Oh, hint, anybody out there, you like what you hear.
Yeah,
we will definitely hook you up with Frozen Sun's info. Speaking of your info, would you like to let our listeners know where they can find you on the internet and find your music and all that fun stuff?
Well, our main page is our Facebook page, but you can also find our music, our new singles, and our album later this week on Bandcamp. We're going to be releasing it on iTunes and Spotify, all that, as soon as we can. And what else? Anything else? Oh, Instagram. We're on Instagram. We're on all the social medias, so just hit us up.
Frozen Sun, nothing weird. It's Frozen Sun all the way across the board.
Frozen Sun all across the board.
My favorite thing is when I'm at a show trying to Google what their Instagram and Twitter handle is, so I can, because everybody's just different. Like it's not the same all the way across.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, we like it when you guys make it easy on us. So Frozen Sun is the name of the band. The name of the new album is Sea of Madness. It'll be available this Friday. Go see the guys play live with Bad Mothers. They're going to be at Jupiter Hall at Lucky Strike Social inside the Crossgate Mall. What time does the show start, guys?
7:30 p.m.
7:30. So get there early, have some drinks, and rock it out, man. You guys, thank you so much for coming in. It was very nice to meet you today.
You too.
Thanks
for having us.
Yeah.